The U.S. government shutdown has reached a critical point, with the Senate preparing for its 8th vote to reopen the government. But will this attempt be any different? Here's the latest. The impasse. On day 14 of the shutdown, Democrats and Republicans remain at a standstill. The Senate's return to Washington sets the stage for another vote on a House-approved funding measure. The challenge? Senate Republicans need 60 votes to pass the bill, requiring support from Democrats who demand the extension of health insurance tax credits. Military paychecks in jeopardy. President Trump assured the public that military members would receive their paychecks on time. But for families like Naomi Piles, the uncertainty is distressing. With the government shutdown, Pyle worries about making ends meet if her husband's Navy paycheck doesn't arrive as scheduled. And they're not alone. Many military families are anxiously awaiting their pay. House Speaker's stance. House Speaker Mike Johnson refuses to budge, stating he has nothing to negotiate. He accuses Senate Democrats of playing games, while they insist on discussions regarding the Affordable Care Act subsidies. Johnson's firm position has kept the House out of session since September 19, placing the onus on the Senate to end the shutdown. Senate's next move. The Senate will reconvene and vote on the House-passed funding bill at 5:30 p.m. Notably, they won't consider the Democratic version this time. This vote marks a shift in strategy, as the chamber previously voted on both parties' bills. House Democrats return. While the House remains out of session, House Democrats are heading back to Washington this week. Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries calls for negotiations with congressional leaders and the White House to resolve the shutdown. Republicans, however, argue there's nothing to discuss, pointing to the House-passed funding measure. The 8th vote. The Senate's 8th vote on the House-passed bill is set for Tuesday evening. Republicans aim to secure enough Democratic support to reach the 60-vote threshold. The bill's fate remains uncertain, as Democrats have been reluctant to budge without addressing health insurance tax credits. Coast Guard paycheck secured. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem confirmed that Coast Guard personnel will receive paychecks this week, thanks to funds from the One Big Beautiful Bill Act. This assurance comes after President Trump's directive to the Pentagon to ensure military paychecks during the shutdown. But here's where it gets controversial. Is the government shutdown a necessary political tactic, or a harmful disruption to the lives of federal workers and military families? Should the Senate yield to Democratic demands, or is it time for a compromise? Share your thoughts in the comments below.